Yo, 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 what is up everyone? Coffeecraft back here to continue on our tutorial. So we're going to start doing the redstone and this redstone torch tower that is going to be sending a signal to this clock here. And then this clock is going to be pushing these sticky pistons, or just pistons I should say, to push the mobs into a 1x1 spot for us to use looting 3 on them. And continuing this signal is going to be sent off to the side to another redstone torch tower, which is going to be activating some of the walls or other pistons to activate other flying machines. But for this signal here, it's going to be sent to these flying machines in the middle to activate them, turn them on and off. And then, yeah, we're going to be making them flying machines, but I think I've done a very good job of making a easy step-by-step process for you guys to follow. And then we got the return stations here, giving those a wave to send them back to the middle. And then to this redstone torch tower here, there's a delay or difference between all of them. That is to smooth out the mob cap, make things easier so it doesn't get too jammed up. So that's important for all those repeaters there. And then that's going to be activating these sticky pistons here, pushing the slime blocks, sending a signal to those pistons in the middle to activate the flying machines throughout the farm. So we'll be building the wall today, and it probably looks pretty complicated, but again, I think I've done a very good job of making a step-by-step repetitive tutorial for this so that's easy to follow, as opposed to just doing a whole bunch of random redstone at once. And we'll be doing one of these return stations here on the left just to get started, but none of the flying machines except for the bottom one for today. So I hope you enjoy, and let's get straight into it and start building this thing. From here we're going to need to make another scaffolding platform, so we can break this central one here, take this back, and then underneath this platform of slabs that we made, we're going to go to the block that is on the just about the fourth block in the center here. And then we're going to build this one up here, and that's going to go up until right below the hay bale that is up there. And then also we're going to remove some of these blocks there because they're in our way. Alright, we got that done. Now let's go onto this slab platform here. And from now on, we're going to be placing lots of redstone and stuff. So go ahead and get your redstone box filled with everything, including glass blocks, solid blocks, half slabs, and any other redstone components. So from here, go to the second block here and place a temporary block right there. And then a redstone lamp on this side. You can break this temporary block and then use a glass block, put it on the other side of this redstone lamp. Get a lever and attach it to this side of the redstone lamp. And then get a sticky piston. But first place another temporary block right there, a sticky piston there, and then a trapdoor, any kind of wooden trapdoor, and place it on this piston like so. This is just to push the player into the correct position for when you kill the mobs, this piston. And then this redstone lamp is going to control turning on and off the farm. Now we're going to make a redstone torch tower up to where will be the flying machines for the farm. And then again, this is a 1.5 gap between this and that. And I would use Y values to tell you how to make this farm, but every nether fortress crossroad is usually on a different Y level, so that would just confuse you. So go onto here, place a redstone torch on top of this, and then place a glass block above the sticky piston right there, and then a solid block above this redstone torch with a redstone torch attached to the side, which is going in that direction of the farm. And above this, get in your inventory 11 solid blocks and 10 redstone torches. So that's what I have right here. And now from this redstone torch, we're going to place a solid block and then just alternate redstone torches and solid blocks straight up. And there you go, just like that. This redstone torch is in line with these glass blocks here, and the solid block here in line with these solid blocks here. From here, let's make a scaffolding platform as big as possible in this direction and this direction. So I'll extend that out. And then from the uppermost redstone torch that we've placed, so this one right here, it's the highest one we've placed so far, we're going to make a 2x8 platform extending out, and that is going to go in this direction here towards this part of the farm. And then put 2 more right here. And then place a solid block between this hay bale and this half slab. And then we're going to place 4 more slabs going this direction towards the other side. So I can place 2 now and then jump over onto the scaffolding over here. And then go on to this one here. Place a temporary block here, a solid block on the other side of this hay bale here, and then a half slab right here, and break that temporary block. From here, get 3 redstone dust and place 1 right beside this redstone torch, 1 here and 1 here. Get a comparator and put it on subtract mode like that. A repeater and set it at 3 ticks, and then a repeater there and right there, all these at 1 tick, and then place a solid block here and then a solid block in line with this other repeater, so right there, and then get powered rails and place 1 there and then out to the other side just like that, and we'll just jump over here to place the other ones like that, and then 1 right there, then come back to the other side. Then we're going to get a observer and place it facing this powered rail. So just hit the little hitbox in there. The face will be on this side here. And then come on to the other side. And then again, the same thing. Observer facing this powered rail. Yep. And then get 2 pistons. Come onto this side here. And place 1 right there. And 1 right there. So this is going to be our clock to push the mobs into this 1x1 hole. It's going to run automatically when we turn the farm on, and then also we'll add some more to manually push through a few mobs without it on anyways. Now take 2 string and place them on this solid block here and right here. You won't be able to see it on my screen, but place it right there and there. Then get a observer and place it facing this string, so just on the edge of this piston like that. This red thing will be pointing out this way. And then get a solid block and place it on this part of the observer. And then get a redstone torch, placing it on this side of this solid block here. And then get a glass block and place them above the redstone components and the rails. So this is just to spawn proof and make sure no pigmen or zombie reinforcements spawn here. Now come onto this scaffolding here, go into the center if you have this available, and then place a glass block right above the center powered rail. Just like that. Then come over here to this side, place another glass block above that powered rail, jump onto this one here. So we have our string here. Now we're going to place a observer facing that string, so the red thing sticking out here, and then get a solid block and place it on this part of the observer, then a glass block above that, and then one more glass block there above this observer, and then come back to the other side, and one more glass block above this redstone dust, again just to spawn proof everything. Now let's double check that you placed everything correctly, so we can come on down to the platform here, and if you hit this lever, that's going to extend, of course, and then the signal is going to be sent up. And if we go up and take a look, now the clock will be running, and it will be repeatedly pushing the pistons that we placed right there. So both of these are always pushing in now that the clock is activated. So that's what it's going to be doing. From here, place a glass block on top of this solid block, a solid block on the side of it here, a redstone torch on the side of this block again, and then a solid block on top of that redstone torch, a glass block again here, redstone torch straight up here, solid block here, solid block above that redstone torch, an observer facing to the right. So that'll mean we'll have to place a temporary block here. So place it facing just like this, so that way the face of it is right there. Come on back here, get rid of that block. Then get another observer and place it facing down on this here. So again, jump up on here. Okay, and then just come up here and get the observer face down on top of this one, so that this red thing is sticking straight up here. And then get redstone dust and place one on top of this solid block, one on top of this observer here. And before you continue any further, make sure this machine here below the mob pusher pistons thing is turned off too. Then place a glass block above this redstone dust, so that'll go right there, just like that. Then get a solid block here, a sticky piston, and have it facing us from this observer. Then you'll need to jump up higher a bit and come to the side here. Get a repeater, place it facing this direction, and have that at 4 ticks. Then in line with that repeater, right here, get a dropper and have that facing us. Just like that, so that mouth thing is right there. And then have a observer facing straight up into this dropper. So if you go from below, you'll see that red thing below, and the face of it will be facing that dropper. Get rid of these blocks. And then get your slime blocks. So first have one slime block underneath this observer. And then we're gonna fill in basically this direction here. So 4 there, and then these leaves are gonna be in our way. Watch out for blazes again though, one of them already burnt down everything on mine. Then continue that to the other side with 2 down on each side. Just like that. Then we can replace our leaves and get over here, make sure nothing gets on fire. Should be looking exactly like this. From here, get a temporary block and place it right here. Now have a observer facing this temporary block. So when you come over here and look at it, the face is right there. Delete that block. Then right below this observer, place a slime block. Now we need to have a sticky piston, but it needs to be facing this slime block. So come on over here onto the other side. And then break that one, we'll collect it later. And then we want it facing us, just like that. And then come back here and place this slime block back here. From here, get 1 block of obsidian and place it right here. And then, in case you haven't already, place 2 bushes right here. And then come on top of here, and then we're gonna need to make a temporary platform. And 1 more. And a little bit higher too. We need a repeater here, facing this direction, and that is at 1 tick. And also, since the blaze burned down this for me, I need to place black a bush right there, so make sure you have that. And then get a dropper, and we actually don't need this button right here that's in our way. And then we're gonna have a dropper facing us, so just hit that redstone repeater, so it's like that. Now have a observer facing straight up into this dropper. So again, go from below, the redstone thing there will be like that. The face of it is facing that dropper. Then from here, get a slime block and put it right here. Then a sticky piston so that it's facing us. And then now we will copy the other side for the slime blocks here. So we'll go on in here just like that. And then we'll need to break some of these bushes and place the rest and watch out for blazes again. Just like that, and again, replace these bushes. Now get some temporary blocks, place 2 of them right here, then get a observer and have it facing this temporary block. So the face of it again is facing right here. Can delete these. Then below this, place a slime block. And again, we're gonna need a sticky piston facing away from us right here. So just come below. And then place 2 temporaries there. And then we can jump up and have it so the sticky piston is facing this slime block here. And then we can get rid of these temporary blocks there. From here, get 8 temporary blocks. I'm going to use glass for that, and place them on the outermost observer, and this will be for both sides. So 1 there, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you're going to want to place a observer facing this outermost temporary block. So the face of it is right there. And then a block of obsidian right behind that. And then we can get these out of the way. Then come on to this side here. And we're going to need to get this from below. Actually, no. We can go like this and place a temporary block there. Obsidian right here. Another obsidian right here. And then get a repeater and place it facing this direction. Have that at 4 ticks. A redstone dust right there. And now get some permanent glass. And we're going to place it above the obsidian and the observer, just to spawn proof it. And then also get a wooden trapdoor and place it right on the redstone repeater hitbox. So if I flip this up, it's going to be like this. So what this is going to be for is the flying machine. Once it reaches here, this observer will detect it, send a signal back to this repeater, which is going to flip this trapdoor, which that observer is going to detect and send power to that piston and send the flying machine back to the middle. So we can go ahead and break our temporary blocks, and then we'll go onto the other side and repeat the exact same thing. So again, get 8 temporary blocks, place it on this outermost observer. Then a observer facing this outermost temporary block, obsidian behind that. Come on over to the other side. Temporary block there. Obsidian there. And another obsidian right there. Repeater facing this direction at 4 ticks. Redstone dust right there. And then permanent glass here to spawn proof it. And then get rid of all of our temporary blocks. And of course the trapdoor too, right here on the redstone repeater, which will flip up that way. And once you've got that built, let's double check, make sure there's no blocks in the way, because now we're going to test and make sure that you've built this right. So the moment of truth has come. Make sure there's no other blocks in the way other than what we have specifically placed. And then let's head on down to the control switch here, and we're going to hit this lever. And then hopefully for your farm, it is working. Alright, so if you've made it correctly, this flying machine is going to fly over there, and then this trapdoor is going to send it back to the middle. This is going to be what pushes the mobs down into the central 3x1 chamber there. And this will continually happen until you turn everything off. And the other side here is, of course, exactly the same, going to this one and back. Now, thankfully, I think this is the most difficult part of the farm because it's so many different observers and so many different directions. And I believe the rest of it will be easier because it's more repetitive for the rest of the layers because it's within the farm, just repeating the same thing. So if you've done this, things I believe are getting easier. And then turn this off, of course, too, before we proceed any further. From here we can make this platform a little bit bigger just to make this part easier. So just fill in this. Alright, perfect. And then come on over to here, get a half slab or a bunch of half slabs, and then go to this redstone torch here, so the one that's not powered, and place a top half slab So on the top there, and then place 9 total this direction. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then from here, place a temporary block right there, a solid block here, redstone torch there, and then delete these temporary blocks as we go up. Another solid here, redstone torch here, solid right here, redstone torch right here beside the repeater, doesn't affect that though. And then a solid above this redstone torch, a redstone torch right here, and then place half slabs around this redstone torch, and one right underneath it too. And then get a bunch of glass and place them on top of these blocks. But first get 9 redstone dust and place 9 redstone dust all along here. So this will not be powered until we turn on the farm. And then just above this redstone dust, place glass to spawn proof it. From here we're going to make our redstone torch tower extend from there all the way up to the top of the farm, which will control the sweepers to push all the mobs together. So go just about on the outside of the platform there and on the side which has that redstone torch, and then build a scaffolding tower all the way up until the top of the farm, so that is layer 5 all the way at the top. Okay, that should be enough, and then just climb on up here. Watch out for gas and blazes as always. So first what you're gonna want to do is look for this redstone torch, the one that is, well, you can't see it from here, but behind that solid block, and then we're going to be building in line with that, which is going to be this block right here. So we can break this spawn block and place a redstone torch right here. So that is in line with this stair here and with the redstone torch that you can't exactly see behind that solid block. Okay, and then above this we're going to place a solid block. And then we're going to place another redstone torch above this block. And then get 5 half slabs and place them along here. So that'll go right up to the center. Then get 5 redstone dust and place them on top of these half slabs. Should be looking just like that. And then get 2 half slabs and place one here and then one here. This is just to help wither skeletons with their spawning, because any light levels can lower their spawn rates. So with this, when the farm is on, it'll block all the light, and that's why these stairs are here too. This torch doesn't matter because it'll be turned off once the farm has started. So from that, let's continue up. Make sure you have that redstone along here, up to the next level. So again, double check that you're in line with this block. And that's going to be that stair block there. So break this block here, place a redstone torch, solid block above that, redstone torch above, half slabs around this, and then 5 half slabs going to the middle. And then on this one, we're going to have 5 repeaters but they're going to be at 2 ticks for each one. So this might be a bit tricky to place, but just jump and place it this direction towards the middle. And then from here, just right click them once so that they're all at 2 ticks. Perfect, now continue on up. And then again, make sure this stair is in line with this redstone torch there. Break this block, place a redstone torch again, solid block, redstone torch above, half slabs around it, 5 half slabs going to the middle, then get 5 redstone repeaters, again placing them towards the middle. And then for these ones, they're all going to be at 4 ticks for each repeater. So right click them all 3 times. There's a delay between these to separate the mobs so they all don't get pushed in at once. It'll make them fall more smoothly and help with the rates with the farm. So continue up to the next one. Again, double check that this torch is in line with this stair block here. Break this block, redstone torch, solid block, redstone torch, 2 half slabs around it, 5 towards the middle. And then for these ones, we're just going to do 5 redstone dust towards the center. These platforms are going to be slightly smaller than the other ones, so that changes the timing of which the mobs arrive towards the center. Then continue up to the top floor. Again, this redstone torch is going to be in line with this stair right here. So break that, redstone torch there, solid block there, and then 5 half slabs going towards the middle, redstone torch on top of there, and then 5 redstone dust going towards the middle. Place 1 half slab right here to contain the light from getting into the farm. Now we're going to need to place another scaffolding tower to make placing some sticky pistons easier. So this one right here, we can break this and collect the scaffolding and use it. Okay, now we're going to go inside the farm to build our scaffolding platform. So to do that, make sure you have torches everywhere all around so that the light level is 12 or higher. So if you just have torches on all these blocks here and the outside edges, that's going to prevent the fortress mobs from spawning. So to build the next parts, we're going to place a scaffolding platform right about here towards the side with the upside down stairs right there, and just continue this straight up to the top of the farm. Alright, from here we can start. So this is the top layer, layer 5. Place a sticky piston facing us on this half slab. A solid block above that. And another sticky piston above that facing us. And then just to spawn proof this, 1 glass block above that. Okay, and then continue down and break this nether brick right there. Go to this half slab here. Sticky piston facing us. Solid block above that. Break that nether brick there. If you have any pressure plates there, that's going to activate the sticky pistons, so be aware of that. That's if a block falls on them. Then a sticky piston right there, and then you can spawn proof this again just like that. Then continue on down and repeat the exact same thing all the way down to the bottom. Alright, there we go. That is all set up. Now we can begin work on the central area, which is going to activate the mob sweepers and turn them off. It does look very complicated, but I'm going to show you a very easy step-by-step way of building this. From here, go to the top of the farm, because we're going to need to change where this scaffolding platform, it's in the way of where we're building, but we still need to build inside of the farm. So go to the furthest left bottom corner wall block here. So that's where all these stair blocks are. And dig straight down, but remember to place some torches here before you go so no mobs spawn. And then just break these down to the bottom layer, because we're going to put our scaffolding platform right here. And then of course don't break this one. Okay, now let's break this scaffolding platform, and we're going to place this scaffolding right on that exact place that we just dug out. And we do need to temporarily replace that block there. And then from here, just build a scaffolding platform up to the top of the farm. So whenever this stops being placed, you'll be good right there. And then get your nether brick now and place it all along this glass right here. Now from here, make sure that you have lots of bushes, slime blocks, glazed terracotta, solid blocks, observers, obsidian repeaters, glass, pistons, all these blocks in my inventory in this spot here to continue building this wall up. So now we're going to go over to where the sticky pistons and solid blocks here are, and we're going to get 7 bushes and place them along here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then get 6 slime blocks and place them attached to these sticky pistons along here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then get 7 glazed terracotta and have them attached to the solid blocks here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then attached to that sticky piston up there, we're going to place 6 slime blocks across here. And that's going to be equal with that slime block here, glazed terracotta equal to this bush here. So we've done this once, now we just repeat the exact same thing from the bushes, slime blocks, glazed terracotta, slime all the way up. So just repeat these 4 in a sequence straight up. I'll show you that. It's the exact same all the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6 slime blocks here. 7 glazed terracotta there. and 6 slime blocks there. So I'll just speed this up because it's the exact same sequence, straight up to the top, no changes at all for every single layer. Alright, we've already done a good amount of this wall, not too complicated for you I hope. So now let's go back down to the bottom and we're going to do the same kind of process, just doing a few blocks at a time, repeating, and then going straight up to the top. Alright, for the next part it's going to be easier to build it from the other side. So let's go over there. And then from here place one nether brick block right on this top slime block. A observer facing the opposite side, so the red thing's pointing towards us and the face will be on the other side. Place 2 glass blocks here, and then place a temporary block right there. Jump onto this block here, place a observer facing straight down into that temporary block. Break this block. Then get obsidian and place it straight on top of this block. A solid block on top of that. And now a redstone repeater facing this direction, and set that at 4 ticks. So once you've done that, it'll look like this from this side too. Observer face facing us, all like this. Now again, we're just going to repeat this straight up. So the glass is going to be placed on those bushes there, and repeat this exact same thing straight up to the top one there. Nether brick there, observer facing the opposite side there, 2 glass blocks there, temporary block here. Then try and make it onto that glass there. Just do like that. Observer facing straight down. Break this temporary block. Obsidian, solid block. Repeater facing this direction. Set that at 4 ticks. And then break all these temporary blocks. And now again repeat this all the way straight up to the top. I'll speed it up now because it's a little bit, well, it's all repetitive, it's the exact same thing. So just keep repeating that. Alright, there you have it, the exact same thing straight up from the top to the bottom. Now let's go back to the bottom and start another section of this. Now starting again from the bottom and on the side that has our scaffolding and the upside down stairs, place 3 glass along the bottom here, 2 glazed terracotta on top of that, 1 obsidian block here, a piston facing us, right there, a solid block, right here, a glass block, right there. Now we're going to need to go up to finish this. Then 1 nether brick there and 1 nether brick there. Then a repeater facing this direction into that block there, and leave that set at 1 tick. Now again, we're just going to repeat from the glass up, straight up to the top. No changes at all to any of it. So 3 glass here, 2 glazed terracotta, 1 obsidian, 1 piston facing us, solid block here, glass block on top of that obsidian, 2 nether brick here and 1 there, and a repeater facing that one that way at 1 tick. And again, I'll speed through the rest of this because we're repeating the exact same thing straight up to the top. And just to finish this very top one, exact same. Just like that. Alright, and then just in case some mobs spawn, just temporarily place some torches up here because you don't want any blazes or mobs annoying us. Okay, let's head down to the bottom and continue. Here from the bottom layer again with the upside down stairs right there. Go on over here. Place 3 glass right here, 3 glazed terracotta right there, and then have one regular piston facing us beside that nether brick block. And then we're going to need to go onto the other side here and have a piston facing us from there, so just like that. Then place 2 glass right there and there. And then just 2 nether brick right there and there. So that's it for that one. Repeat this one all the way up to the top, the exact same. 3 glass there. 3 glazed terracotta here. 1 piston facing us from the nether brick. 1 piston facing us from this side. 2 glass right here, and 2 nether brick right there and there. And again, I'll speed this up because we're repeating the exact same thing over and over. And another one done. Let's head back down to the bottom and start the last one. Now for the final one, it is nice and simple, so it doesn't matter what side you're on for the farm. Just place 3 glass here on the bottom, 3 glazed terracotta here, 3 glass right here, and 3 nether bricks right here. And that's it. Just repeat that all the way to the top. You just continue these blocks extended to the end. Nice and simple for this one. So 3 glass blocks there, 3 glazed terracotta, 3 glass blocks, and 3 nether bricks. So I'll speed this up now. We're just repeating it again over and over. Thankfully you have me for this. First time I built this, it was very confusing. But I think this way will make it much easier for you guys to follow along. And then we'll just place a few torches here to spawn proof that. So I want you guys to let me know in the comments or give me a like or dislike. How is the tutorial going for you? Is it easy to follow? Am I getting better? If it is, you can give me a thumbs up. If it's not, give me a thumbs down and let me know what I can do to make these tutorials easier. So that's all. Let's go ahead and test this thing, so make sure you set it up right. So for this, when we turn it on, these pistons are going to extend and push these slime blocks here. And that's going to push this here. This observer is going to detect this observer being pushed right there, sending a signal to that nether brick, which sends a signal to the repeater there, which is going to activate this piston to turn on a flying machine. You'll see that later. And then sends a signal to this redstone repeater here, which is going to push both of these pistons out once. So that's going to be what turns on and off the flying machines. So let's head down to the very bottom and turn this thing on, just to make sure all your pistons extend. So again, just turn that on. So for every single layer, these pistons should be extended, pushing this observer into this spot here, and this nether brick right beside that repeater now. And it'll be like that for every single layer here, all along. So just double check that before you continue any further with anything. And then of course turn it off once you've checked everything. We're here at the bottom level of the farm again, and make sure you've turned it off so that the slime block is retracted all the way back. So there's the 1 block gap here. And then again, we're on the side of the upside down stairs. So get 11 temporary blocks now and place them on that observer there up until the bush wall. That'll be 11 blocks. And now we'll work from here, so you can break this block and this block. Place 2 obsidian here. Break this block. And then we're going to break that one there too. Get these out of the way. Place a observer facing away from us, so that red thing is pointing towards us now. Then get a dropper and have it so that it's facing us, so that thing there is just like that. Now we're going to get some leaves and place them just like this, and one there. And now we're going to fill in the rest of the wall just on this side, so that it's too wide for this wall. Alright, that's perfect. Now let's go on to the other side of this, the outside. And then get a observer and place it facing towards the middle. So again, this one here is already facing us. Get 1 obsidian, place it there, place another there. Get a half slab and place it right here. But you'll need to break this spawn proofing block to place it there. Then get a repeater and have it facing this way here. Set that at 4 ticks. Place a powered rail on top of there. And then just spawn proof this block here. Alright, that's all perfect. Now you can just replace these leaves here that we broke. And then break your temporary blocks as well. And then for the rest of the floors, it is exactly the same. So the dimensions will just be a shorter wall on some of them, but, or it'll be closer to us, I mean, sorry. So it's going to get further and further this way on the floors 4 and 5, but it is exactly the same from the observer there all the way up. So just repeat this over and over all the way until we finish the 5 floors just on this side. for the fourth layer. It is exactly the same, just the distance from here to there will be slightly shorter. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks. But everything else is, of course, exactly the same thing. And then again with layer 5, same thing, just the distance from the observer to the leaves is slightly shorter. Alright, there you have it. One side done for the return stations for the flying machines. Again, exactly the same from the bottom to the top, just progressively getting closer from the outside to the inside. Alright everyone, that is gonna do it for today, for today's episode for this tutorial. Again, this is a 3-part series, so one more left and then you'll all be done. So I want you guys to let me know how the tutorial is going for you. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it too fast? Is it too slow? I tried to make things a bit easier for you guys to follow, because in the last one there's a lot of good feedback, which is great, but there was some people who weren't happy, just said it was a bit too fast. So I'm trying to make it easier to follow for everyone. So I really appreciate all your feedback so that I can improve my videos. And oh, I'm stuck in my face now. And I really appreciate, oh look at me, all your feedback, everything, the good and the bad. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.